Oopsie, bro. As soon as I started.
I rarely ever see, what's it called? I rarely ever see, what's it called? I rarely ever see.
Okay.
I've never seen this before. This character. I mean, this syllable.
Let's see. Oh, that's you. Okay, wait. Okay, never mind.
I've never seen this syllable before.
What?
Ko with that at the
What are you
end.
putting it? Okota?
Yeah.
Really?
Yeah.
That means to walk. You'll usually see.
Really?
You usually.
Really?
You'll usually see conjugated as 걸, like koro. You know, if you don't know the dictionary form, that's how it's usually comes.
Bro, I don't know the dictionary for nothing. Good morning, guys. Welcome
Good evening,
back
guys.
to. It is actually evening. I just say good morning by default. Welcome back to our channel.
하나, 둘.
Morning by default. Welcome back to our channel.
하나, 둘. Sisters. 오늘의 시간이. Because I was gonna start using Chinese.
시간이 뭐?
시간이 지금 I should really ask. 지금 몇 시예요? 지금 하나 둘셋넷 다섯 6시 6시
네.
1, 2, 3, 4, 48분이에요. 네.
We're starting early today, very early.
Yes, we're trying not to do such late
I mean,
at
it's,
night
it's
lives
late
because
somewhere. It's
it's
late
late
to somebody
somewhere. It's late somewhere, but not everywhere. For you guys who live in the U.S., it's not that late. So, yes. So today, we're gonna review quickly what we talked about last time, which was like 그 versus 저.
네. E.
Can you type?
I guess that's
Oh,
Spanish.
you still don't have your Korean keyboard down there? Ah, 한글. Can you type? Basically, last time we did 그 versus 저, kind of like what we reviewed. 그 versus 저, and 그거, and adding code. That's basically all we did.
Okay, what does that mean, Talia?
그 versus 저.
No.
What does what mean?
What did we learn about 그?
What did we learn about?
Yes.
Oh, are you gonna type it?
No, I'm telling you.
Oh, you're asking me?
This is our review, remember?
Okay, so we learned. Can I look at my paper?
No. Even though I know you already looked at it.
I mean, I looked at it, but I didn't read it. Let's see. So, 그 versus 저. 그 is used. You're gonna check me?
Yeah, give me a second. This, like this?
그 versus 저. And put it in English and adding code.
Okay.
Okay. What was I about to say? Okay. Review. Let's see. I'm actually asking you. That was my second time going over it, wasn't it? Okay, I'll do it anyway. You'll talk about using code.
Okay.
그 versus 저. 그, they both mean that, but they both don't mean that.
Oh wait,
the
you
exact
skipped over
same
the
way.
ida.
Ida?
Yeah.
You.
Oh, my bad.
We can go
bad.
back to that.
No, let's continue.
Oh. Okay. Okay. 그 versus 저. They both mean that. But the difference is that 그 is used when you're talking about a previous context.
Yes.
Previous context.
Be confident.
A previous context, and when you're talking about something that not necessarily can be like seen in that moment, because if you're talking about previous context, like obviously you can't see it at the moment usually. So, and then 저 is used when you're talking about something that is actually like there's actually like a distance, like something that's like over, like you can't reach, right?
Repeat the after you said previous context, because I spaced out on my part.
Oh, I said for ku, you're talking about that in a previous context, not necessarily something you could see.
Yes. Okay.
Okay, and then cho is like, you could think of it like that over there.
Yeah.
Right?
And you know, because I think that's in the Talk to Me in Korean books.
pretty
I
sure
think
that's how they
that's how
explain
it explains it, which I think I did like that.
But I don't think I think they explained that for cho specifically. I don't think they explained like for ku anything specific. And
I just know
that's
that
why-
sounded familiar.
Yeah.
And I know Talk to Me in Korean is what I was using, or what we
Yeah.
used originally, but. So
So,
what
yeah.
I wrote down specifically though is for ku, it's previous context or sentence, regardless of if you can see it or not.
Yes.
And then for to, which I wrote it wrong. No, I
Oh.
didn't. I didn't.
Oh.
For to, it's gonna be something seen, something you can see but you can't necessarily touch it. And I
Yes.
think we used the example of like we're in a bedroom right now, so I can see the bed but I can't touch it right now.
Yes.
So that's I would use to. And then yesterday
Say it in Korean.
we had a conversation. Huh?
Say,
Oh,
the
that
bed
bed.
is over there.
Whoa! I can't say all that now.
What do you mean?
I don't know how to say over there.
Or sorry, that wait.
Just
That bed is
Just
there. Sorry.
Just that bed.
Yes.
I don't know how to
No,
say
that bed is there.
How do I say that?
Girl, 있어요.
Oh, okay.
This
So
is a test.
그 탁탁차 탁탁차. Is that bed?
No,
That's
it's-
table. What's bed again? Oh, I think I was thinking of bed when you asked what the word for table was. I think I was
Probably.
thinking of bed. Bed is like
Mhm. Mhm.
So you can't just say I didn't say it yet. It's
You
like
okay?
it's like I don't know. I really don't remember it. It's like cheese something. Chip.
Figure it out.
No, chick bop.
Chikbak.
What is it?
침대.
침대. Okay, so
Say
그 침대 있어요.
No, that's the wrong that.
Oh,
Girl, we just talked.
저 침대 있어요.
Wait.
Yes,
that.
that I can see it. It's right there.
Oh,
I mean,
wait,
actually,
feel like-
technically,
I feel
that
like
actually
I just thought
did
about
work.
that wrong.
That actually did work because we were talking about the bed, if you want to put it that way. But anyway.
If you want to be like, yeah, if you want to say, oh, you know what, we should have put it in past tense then. So
Oh,
like,
yeah,
say,
so
we should have
sorry.
said, yeah, we should say.
if I want to say 그,
yeah,
있었어요.
그 침대 있었어요, like that.
Maybe.
Like there. I don't know.
Okay.
I don't know what we're saying.
And then
bro.
plus. Yes,
Yes.
ma'am. And then now we're gonna talk about. I mean, not now, but
Oh, now I have to ask you
ask me what?
the next part.
No. Forgot about one thing. 컷.
No, that's what I'm talking about. I'm
That's the
gonna
same
ask you.
thing. Oh, okay.
So Sarah, tell us when you should use just like 이, 그, or 저 versus 이거, 저거, or 그거.
Oh yeah. Okay. Okay. So I
Just use
think
그
we.
as the example.
I think we kind of summed it up to like I think we said it's easier to remember when you're just saying like okay cuz got is like adding thing, right? And so when you think of things, you think of like a bed or like a computer or like the table, like those are things, right? And then it's also because it talked about nouns too, right? But the thing about it is people can also be nouns, right? But you wouldn't say like what 선생님 is teacher, right? Right?
Yes, something.
So like if you wanted to say like ooh, I don't even know how to do all that. But
If you want to say what?
I was gonna say like, cause one of the examples was
Just
like
make it
it was
simple.
doctor. It was like
Yeah.
that person is a doctor.
Yep.
That's how you say it. So I think they said like 그 사람 whatever particle they use. 사람은. Hold on, I'm thinking. I forgot what the word for doctor was.
Just use teacher.
Okay. 선생님. What am I doing?
That person is a teacher.
Okay, 선생님이. That's it?
선생님.
Yeah.
You can't end this.
No, and then how I end it. EAL. Okay. I'm a little slow, but I'm getting there. I'm a little slow, but it's coming back.
Yes.
It's hard to do it without like looking. But okay, yeah.
Okay.
So 그 사람은 선생님이에요. So that person is a teacher. And then so we found that you use and then if it's like a bed, right? A bed is a thing. So bed, like if you're saying bed, any nouns that could be non-gendered, that are non-gendered, I mean, we learned that you just use you add ko to the end of the word. And then for like basically just people, everything else, right? People is you don't have ko, and then everything else you add ko. So that's what we found. I think we talked about because like sometimes animals, like people's pets, can have genders, obviously, because animals have genders.
So you would never say 그거 강아지 or 고양이.
But
when I say 그거, that means that thing dog.
Yeah.
That thing
for animal, I think animals was the one exception.
Yeah.
But yeah, pretty much. That's a good rule of thumb with that. But yeah.
Okay, and I'm just gonna say the last point that we learned was just 이다, which just means like to be. So like in the sentence she said 그 사람은 선생님이에요. That's 이다 conjugated just means like to be something or whatever.
So, you know what? I was also thinking about this.
Oh,
yeah.
They did mention that, right?
Yeah, they did. That's why I have it written.
Yeah. Okay, you can talk about that. I just
and then the last thing that we talked about in our last live was subject and object particles. Subject particles and then object particles. And do not roll your tongue when you say that. I'm just being dramatic. But so we clarified that a subject is what's acting, and then the object is what the subject is acting on. So for example, if you say the dog bit the mailman, the dog is the subject and the mailman is the object, because the dog is the one biting the mailman, and the mailman is the one being bit.
Yes.
If that makes sense.
Yes.
That's pretty much all that, because you just know if you're gonna add if you're gonna add a subject particle, just to know what the subject is, that's how you know.
Yes.
That was pretty much
cool.
the thing.
We won't go into like all the vocabulary or whatever, but anyway. Today's lesson, more Korean particle stuff. We can type that.
Thank you for the
well, actually, it's in the description.
Hearts.
It's already in the description.
It is? Okay.
Yeah.
Thank you for the hearts, though, guys.
Yes, thank you guys for
I see a thing saying someone's the #1 gifter badge, so thank you.
I don't know what that means, but thanks.
I don't know what that means either. We need to learn the TikTok lingo. The TikTok live lingo.
Okay, so today, the lesson is 이가. It's gonna talk about, I've already looked at the lesson, but it's gonna talk about 이가 versus 은는, because 이가 can also be used as a subject particle and an object particle at the same time. So we're gonna talk about the difference between those, and then 있다, which means to have, to exist. Yes. Let's go. We're gonna type all the vocabulary for you guys, I guess. Right. Or should we not?
We don't have to go through all the vocabulary, but we can. I mean, because you can use this with any. Those are just things you can make sense.
True, but I would rather learn the vocabulary so we can use it later. Like
earlier,
we were talking about the bed,
okay. I mean, yeah, we can go over the vocabulary.
You can, if you guys want to know what like the vocabulary is, you can go to the website. Type the website. That's so like commanding.
What is it?
HowToStudyKorean.com. It's also in the description.
It is.
How to Study Korean.
Type it in the chat.
But yeah, that's the website.
That's the website that we're using at the moment. It is 100% free. Is it 100%? I don't want to lie.
It is free. All the lessons are free. There's just like other added-on stuff that you can.
Okay, it's like 80% free, guys. All right. What is this lesson about?
Ita and
이가.
Iga.
Like.
Yes. No, E/Ga.
Okay. Continue.
Okay. So I'm just gonna go through the vocab. I would type it in the chat, but that takes too much time. You want to write down the words you don't know? I already did it for me.
Yeah,
so.
I'll write down the words I don't know.
Okay.
So I won't look. I'm just gonna listen.
Nada.
Don't know what that is.
Country.
How do you?
Na. La.
Oh, nah.
Yeah, la, 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 la.
Nala.
It's country.
All right.
Kabang.
Hold on. Bag?
Mm-hmm. Next.
Yes.
Tangmun is window.
Tongue.
Mm-hmm.
Moon.
Mm-hmm.
Okay.
Chamji. Sorry, chapji.
Ah, it sounds like chapche.
Yeah.
Chop.
But no.
Chop
ja,
and ja.
ta, ta, ta.
Okay.
B.
Chop.
Ji. Like Jimmy.
Chop G.
Chapji.
Yes. Okay. And that's
Window.
No.
No, sorry, magazine. Sorry.
Okay.
Bang. Not bang, but pang.
Pang.
Pang. Ah. Bang.
Why did you say that?
No, because you have pang, you have pang, and you have bang.
Okay. I mean, I know what you're trying to say,
Yeah,
but it still didn't help me. Oh, okay, I didn't know this one.
Okay. Okay. Neng jang go.
Yeah, you got me.
Refrigerator. Go. Like go yangi.
Cool.
Yes. Refrigerator. Ke. Oh, my voice kind of cracked. Ke.
Okay.
Dog.
Oh, okay.
Or 강아지. Puppy.
Aw. I
고양이.
saw puppy today, guys.
고양이.
I wish I should be able to say that in Korean. I
Saw-
saw like paw. No, paw is like no. This is C. So well, not just paw, but
You could say that. You should be able to
I
say
should be able. That's what I'm saying. I should be able to say that.
that. On it. I'll let you figure it out.
Well, you had already started.
Sorry.
Well, technically, I don't have to say that at first because.
That?
Well, no,
How can we say
on,
that? You just
on
say,
it.
today I saw a dog. Or I saw a dog today.
on
Yeah.
걔는
Mm-hmm.
봤어요.
봤어요 is already past tense.
Oh, it is?
Mhm.
Oh, yeah. 봤어요. Well, I saw it a long time ago.
I would probably put 는 for today.
Well, why?
Because today, it's today, not any other day, but today specifically, I saw a dog. You know?
Okay.
Instead of, I guess
So
if you
who's the
put
subject? Today, me or the dog?
the dog is
The
being
dog-
acted on.
Oh,
By
you're
being
right.
seen.
So the dog is the object.
The dog is the object.
Mm.
Yeah, girl, actually, that helps so much. Actually,
Wait, I kind of want to write that down.
that actually helps so
I
much.
actually want to write that down.
That
So
really
what was
makes-
the sentence?
오늘은
No, in English.
that actually helps so
I
much.
actually want to write that down.
That
So
really
what was
makes-
the sentence?
오늘은
No, in English.
I saw a dog today. That was actually so good.
And then we said,
오늘
ooh, I forgot how to spell it.
오 like 5, 4, 3 늘 yes 오늘은 개
Subject and not today.
No, you don't have to say I.
Oh, you're right. I didn't even put myself in the sentence.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay, I get it.
Mm.
Subject and not today.
No, you don't have to say I.
Oh, you're right. I didn't even put myself in the sentence.
Exactly, yeah.
Okay, I get it.
Mm-hmm.
Okay. Anyways, so I dog.
So.
Right, because remember in Korean it's subject, object, verb.
Mm-hmm.
Anyways, K like A.
Yes. So now that you have ke by itself, you need to add that object particle.
Keru.
No, that's keu.
I said it correctly and wrote it wrong.
Yeah.
Fa.
So.
That's insane.
Yeah.
Basal.
E.
Yay! Alright.
오늘은 개를 봤어요.
Oh my
You know, I heard somewhere. I don't know in what instances do they say ke specifically, but I heard that they usually just refer to dogs more as like 강아지, like all dogs as 강아지.
As puppies.
Mm-hmm.
Makes sense.
Yeah. Anyway, next word.
That was a nice little
We say 고양이,
little thing. Yes,
Tree.
and a cat. Tweet. What is that?
tree,
Tweet.
tree, like we, but with a J.
Tweet.
Rat or mouse.
Lots of animals today.
Mm-hmm. Pen. It's pen, literally. Pen, Konglish pen.
Ew. I forgot the actual Korean word for pen.
Mm-hmm. 전화기. I've never heard 전화기. I've heard 전화 used as phone. It means phone. But not 전화기, but 전화기. 전 like 전국. 화. 기. Is 핸드폰. 커피. 식당.
커피는- Hold on.
식당.
I'm getting my water. Stay hydrated, guys. If you haven't drank water, drink some more.
I never have water. 식당 is restaurant.
Shik.
식. Yes. 당
Yes.
is
Is
restaurant.
rest to our that's wrong.
Restaurant.
I knew it.
Restaurant has become one of those words that I actually figured out how to spell.
I used to have like a thing to remember, and I don't have it anymore.
Okay, next word. 건물.
Con?
Mm-hmm. Con. No,
I was right the first
not
time.
gone. I'm just kidding.
Con.
물. It's building.
Okay.
텔레비전.
I wonder.
미국.
Like American?
Yes. Like America.
Oh.
Canada.
Probably like Canadian?
I don't know. Oh,
Canada.
yes.
Definitely. Probably like Canadian?
I don't know. Oh,
Canada.
yes.
Definitely.
호텔.
Hotel.
학교.
Hakyo. House. Just kidding. School.
Mm-hmm. I was gonna say you forgot.
No, it actually did take me a second.
은행. 은행. Yes.
Like
은.
and
은.
hang
행.
hey.
Yes.
응?
행.
What's that?
Bank.
Okay.
And then if you want to separate these are
If you want to be my love.
these are adverbs.
Oh, we at it. We
Yes.
at it.
So you have an. Inside. We. We. On top. What if
I
get
hate
as
that.
one word?
I don't know how that happens.
Meat. MIT. Yes.
Ew.
Below.
Mite.
Yeah, 밑에.
I was like, I definitely
안에,
heard of
위에, 밑에, 옆에. Just 옆. Below. Oh, sorry, beside.
I was like, what?
I keep reading the one above. Tweet.
You mean the one? We.
One week. What did I say? Tweet. Tweet.
Tweety.
Yes. Behind. Apatu, apatu,
Apatu,
apatu.
apatu.
It's spelled differently.
That's pa,
Yeah.
not apa.
Apa.
Yogi.
Yogi. Did you know yogi?
Hey, you
You
didn't
should
tell me
know.
what up was.
Yogi. Did you know yogi?
Hey, you
You
didn't
should
tell me
know.
what up was.
In front. Maybe.
And you said what was the other one?
Yogi. If you want to write that.
Oh wait, I don't need that one. That's here.
And then you have two different as a verb and as an
여기는
adjective.
여기는 사람을 있어요.
여기는 I feel like that should be
여기를?
I feel like that should be switched.
Oh, so
like it should
사람은 I mean
사람은
사람은 여기를.
No, 여기. Just 여기.
Oh, 사람은
It would
여기
be
있어요.
여기에.
What is that?
여기. Just 여기.
Oh, 사람은
It would
여기
be
있어요.
여기에.
What does that mean?
에
Yes.
is for like location and stuff. We haven't got it.
Oh, okay, it's a different particle.
Different particle.
Cool.
Yeah. We haven't got
Oh, okay, it's a different particle.
it. Different particle.
Cool.
Yeah. Because these are not, they're adverbs, right? So they're not like nouns or things. So you wouldn't add those kind of particles to them. They would never be the subject or the object of the sentence.
Right, the words like here. I guess I'm doing that. I'm lifting my shirt, scratching my stomach. I did that on the last live, actually.
It's okay. People, they probably didn't see that.
No, it was obvious. Anyway, the last live, actually.
It's okay. People, they probably didn't see that. To review, you learn to review, you learn because we already reviewed all this.
Okay.
In this lesson, you will learn about the particles ika and specifically how it can compare with
The particles e and ka.
E slash ka. E slash ka. In all situations, e is attached to nouns, the last letter is consonant, ka is attached to nouns, the last letter vowel, blah, blah, blah. But in what situations should we use e or ka? Before we get to that, I would like to teach you the word ita. Okay. Ita. Before we get to that, I would like to teach you the word ita. Okay. Ita.
Ita.
The word ita has many meanings. To a beginner of Korean, we can simplify that and generalize these meanings into two
Ita.
forms or usages. Usages, yes. Ita can mean to have, or ita can mean to be at a location. First usage. Or do you think that's simple enough to understand?
Oh.
You kind of, you know how to use.
Go ahead and give examples if there's like sentence examples.
Okay. First usage, to have.
Oh, like to physically hold.
Yes, like it says examples, I have a pen, I have a car.
And like, you know how we like to say it exists?
Yes.
Like it exists here, like at this place.
Yes.
So I'm assuming if you were to use it in that
Yes.
way, you would also have a place.
Yes.
And then end it with like isoyo or whatever.
Yes.
And then to have is what
Okay.
it is.
Yes. Okay. This use of ita in Korean is an adjective. This is hard for a learner to wrap their head around. At this point, this is important to you for one reason. You learned that in lesson 1 that sentences with adjectives cannot act on an object.
I forgot about that.
Wait,
But yes, we did talk
What does
about
that mean?
that.
adjectives.
Forgot about that.
Wait,
But yes, we did talk
What does
about
that mean?
that.
adjectives.
And basically, if it has an adjective, you can't say EAO.
Oh yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was
Yeah, long story
trying to
short.
think where did we talk about that? Okay.
Yeah, long story
Thus,
short.
you cannot have a word with the particle attached to it if the predicating word in a sentence is an adjective.
We also
If the predicating word in a sentence is an adjective.
Because
It's the word before.
Oh.
Because indicates that It indicates an object in a sentence.
And a whatchamacallit can't be that.
An adverb can't be an object.
Adjective
Adjective can't be an object
because it's an adjective.
Yes. If this weren't the case, we could do the following. I have a pen would be I는 펜을 있다. 나는 펜을 있다. 나는 펜을 있다. It's saying like plus, but
yeah, I see.
I realize that. However, the sentence above is incorrect. Oh. 있다 is an adjective and cannot act on an object. Ooh. Therefore, wait. No, C is a verb. Okay, just make sure we did that right. When we did the I saw a dog.
Oh yeah.
I was trying to make sure we used the right
verb,
part.
Yeah.
Okay. Therefore, the use of 을 on pen is incorrect. To get around this, we attach 이 or 가 to the object instead of 을 in sentences with 있다. This is one usage of the particle 이, 가. That is to indicate the thing that a person has in sentences with 있다. Look at the following example sentences. 나는 펜 있어. 저는 펜이
Like
있어.
penny.
I actually left out the particle.
Yes, that's why I paused. I was like,
저는 펜이 있어요. 저는 차가 있어요. I just like reading that.
So I'm assuming. So as far as determining whether it's you use e or ka, it depends on the word before it. I think that's what it said.
It depends on if it's a consonant or a vowel.
Yeah. It's same with and nun and
저는 잡지가 있어요. 저는 가방이 있어요. Yes, I realized I didn't say any of the definitions for those, but it's fine.
Nah, we talked about all these words because remember we just went over them.
If you guys are already here, you should know the words.
We just went over them.
Again, note that is not used to indicate the object that a person has. Instead, 이, 가 are used. What did I do to that? Oh, look, indicating place or time.
Eh.
Did I write? I don't think I did. I should probably.
Nothing was really.
I should rewrite it down at some point.
Nothing really stood out other than Isa is just to have, or they didn't talk about to be at a location, but I feel like they're gonna attack that. Nothing really stood out other than Isa is just to have, or they didn't talk about to be at a location, but I feel like they're gonna attack that onto this.
That's why I gave. That's what I gave us.
It's finna.
Okay, in the previous lesson.
In the previous lesson, we talked.
You're not gonna have that relationship. Well, I take that back. You will. He's showing you the type of relationship that y'all have. If you choose.
우리의 엄마는.
잠깐만요.
우리의 엄마는 지금 좀 시끄러워요.
You just have to make up in your mind that this is what I want. I'm sorry.
I don't know if they want their business out on the internet.
I told the viewers.
I heard.
우리의 엄마는 좀 시끄러워요. 그래서 얘들아
엄마.
조금 죄송합니다. 네. Now,
As we were saying.
Actually, I feel like doing this. We should speak Korean more.
맞아요.
한국말.
Isn't there a way to be like I agree?
맞아요. I agree.
Yeah.
I don't know specifically like
yeah,
I agree.
Not me too.
But you can say if you want to say like I'm thinking the same. 저도 생각해요. Is that Joe?
It is.
LOL, Joe. Thanks for joining.
Oh my gosh, our number one fan. Our number one fan liked the live, guys.
Okay. Let's see.
Look, it is him.
What?
It is.
Joe?
Thank you.
Oh, Joe, you
We
gave them
appreciate
400
your
likes
likes.
last time.
We appreciate your
You're
likes.
so funny. 너무 웃겨. 감사합니다, 동생이.
감사합니다. 고마워.
고마워. Okay.
사랑해.
사랑해.
사랑합니다.
사랑합니다. Anyway, the particle
You don't have
에
에.
is also used to denote certain words in a
Like
sentence.
이에요. 에.
Yes. Specifically, 에 denotes a place or time. When used to identify a place, it is similar to the underlying words in the English sentences below. I am at school. I went to the park. I put a sticker on the wall. I put water into the bottle. I put the baby in the crib.
Oh yeah, by the way, these are definitely words we just talked about.
Yes, we're about to get to words we just talked about. Yes. E is also used to denote the time in which something happens.
Oh yeah, if y'all remember, every time we
If
start
I
the
said
live,
지금, like 지금 하나 둘 셋 넷 다섯 여섯 일곱 7시 예 7시예요. I was gonna say yes. 7시예요. That's different, but anyway. This is similar to the underlying words in English. Sentences below. I ate breakfast at 10. I will go to school on Saturday. I was born in 1990. I was not born in 1990. Okay.
I was.
Yes, it is possible to have 에 used twice in a sentence, okay? For example, the Korean translation of a sentence, I went to the park at 10, would have 에 attached to park and 10. Okay. It would be too much to discuss how 에 can be used in all these situations in a lesson. In this lesson, you will learn how to use 에 to indicate where one is in order to create the sentence, I am at school from above. In later lessons, you will learn more complex grammar, blah, 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 blah. You will see how 에 can be used in another situation. Okay. We don't need to know what
Now we're gonna focus
later
on the
lessons.
sentence I am at school, which also requires you to know ita. That's what
And
it says.
school.
That's what it says.
What?
that's what it says.
Okay.
Oh, so now we're gonna talk about that be at a location. I am at school.
Yes. Now we're gonna get into the other meaning of ita.
Heard.
Ita can also be used to indicate that something or someone is at a location. In the previous section of this lesson, you learned about the particle 에.
Because I'm remembering hearing this particle before. 학교에 sounds very familiar.
I'm gonna tell you something. 기억하다.
기억?
기억하다.
I forget what 기억 means.
I'm gonna tell you. To remember.
Really?
Yes. 기억하다.
기억하다. Okay.
So what was he saying? You remember what?
The particle. 에.
Okay.
no. 나는 particle. Just kidding.
에. LOL.
That wouldn't even work in that sentence. Particle. 기억.
기억해.
개. 요.
Well, maybe you don't need to confuse them.
Anyway, therefore, is used in sentences with ita to indicate the location of something or someone. For example, I am at school. If we want to write this sentence in Korean with Korean structure and particles, we will write I,는 school, 에, am at. Or 나는 plus 학교에 plus 있다. It's irrelevant to you now. But when ita is used like this, it is again seen as an adjective. This is confusing, but for now, try to ignore it.
Why'd you say it?
No, literally. This is what I'm talking about. This website is pretty wordy. The person is writing it as if they're talking to you literally. So
Yeah.
no, this is like if you were like sitting in a class and the teacher is like
Yeah,
teaching
ranting.
it. Yeah, they're like ranting. Okay. 나는 학교에 있다. 나는 캐나다에 있다. There's another 캐나다에 있다. There's another door.
Oh,
Oh, it's
locked.
locked. Oh, is that Auntie Gail?
Hey, what's going on?
안녕하세요.
Oh, okay.
You wanna join our? You wanna appear in our live?
Hey, what's going on?
안녕하세요.
Oh, okay.
You wanna join our? You wanna appear in our live? Nah, she's. Notice the very big difference in meaning between the following sentences and the role that particles play. I have in each sentence, or in each case. I can't read. Sorry, you should read some. I'm so tired.
I mean, I was just letting you go. You was just going.
I know.
I don't got nothing to
It's
say.
so wordy. I just want to get through it, you know. Okay.
Well, I mean, you don't
Because-
have to read everything. You can
okay,
like
okay,
speed
okay.
read ahead and figure out
I know.
what's important and what's
Okay.
not.
Because eat that has two different meanings. Changing the particles in a sentence can drastically change the meaning. For example, 나는 학교가 있다. I have a school. This can make sense, but in most situations, you would probably want to say 나는 학교에 있다. I am at school.
I have.
Because
a
when do you ever own a
school.
school, guys?
Hey, where's some more tissue?
Oh, okay.
Is there not any?
It's in the other bathroom, probably. We're gonna get some, maybe? Or Joe? 지금. I don't think we have any. I don't think we have any paper towel, but I don't think any of us have used the bathroom since we came home.
Any tissue?
We have some, it's just not in there. Tyra's bringing.
Oh, where's tissue? Thank you. Thank you.
You're welcome.
지금.
There's a lot happening. Don't know how to say
지금
it.
지금 많이 이벤트 있어요.
Anyways.
Anyways, 나는 잡지가 있다. 나는 잡지에 있다. I have a magazine or I'm at the magazine, which doesn't make any sense. Yes. We can also use position words to indicate specifically where something or someone is with respect to another noun. Most common position words are an, vi, vid, upp, twi, and ap. And yogi, that they didn't say, but
That's very uncommon.
yogi, I feel like, is a lot more common.
Love you, girls.
Love you.
Y'all good?
Yes.
All right. Y'all, I didn't see y'all twice today. It's good.
I know.
Yeah,
That's
no.
right.
All right, see y'all later.
Okay, bye.
That scared me.
Oh my gosh, it's Charles. Okay, that's fine.
Wait, when did he say he was gonna be free?
Ah, it's on my phone. Oh, wait.
When did he say he was gonna be free? So
I
we
need to look at my phone so I don't open the message.
Will let's stop the live?
I don't know.
It's not important right now. Ouch.
Oh, wait, let me see if I can just catch a glimpse of it. Hopefully it doesn't immediately open up.
I hate when it does that because that wasn't even the last
Okay,
message.
it's not.
I
Oh,
was
but
like-
I can't look at it.
Well, you have to open it. Like,
Eh?
you see how this is short? You should be able to make that, yeah.
Hey, I hope you had a great week.
After the 24th, I won't be here.
I'll be most free after the 24th. Okay.
So have fun for the 24th after I leave. I mean, no, I'll be in what you called? I'll be out of state, out of town, out of state, all of the above. Continuing.
Continuing. What are we talking about? These words placed after a noun that indicate where the object is with respect to that noun.
Yes.
The particle e is then attached directly to the position words.
Easy peasy.
For example, 학교, 앞에, in front of the school. 사람, 뒤에, behind the person. 집, 옆에, beside the house. 저, 건물, 뒤에, behind that
That building.
That building over there. Not the previous building, but that building over there.
No. Oh yes, tall.
Yes. Tall.
Long story short, you got a word that tells you where it is.
Specific.
Put it with what's gonna be in the where, and then boom.
What's gonna be in the where? Okay. These constructions can now act as the location. So we haven't even got to unknown versus Iga. Oh wait, no, maybe we did. Didn't we?
I mean, this is the difference, is it not?
Well, he just told us about Iga by itself, but not the difference between unknown and Iga. We haven't
So what
actually. We're at the beginning.
That was the beginning.
Mm-hmm.
How did I miss that?
Right here.
It like was,
Iga.
Oh, well, they haven't actually went into it.
They haven't talked about the difference, but you need to know how to use iga.
Where did it say you use that?
Basically, you have to use iga.
Oh,
with
no, we
iga.
did. So what is it? What is it? It's a particle?
Uh-huh.
And what kind of particle is it?
It's a subject and object particle.
And like, for what though?
Subjects and object.
Okay, so, well then, never mind. If it's just a subject, we need to know the difference between
That's
when
I know.
you use
It's
them.
gonna get there.
Okay, so
But
we can
it's
talk
telling
about
you in the beginning. It's telling you when you would use it as an object particle.
I don't see that.
It replaces as when you want it when using when you have an adverb as the when you have itas and you have to use iga. You can't use
Oh, okay, basically.
basically. Yeah.
So,
I don't know if there's any other instances where you can't use where you have to use iga. But
equals use /ka. Get it? Ita.
yes, sure.
Okay, boom.
Okay.
That's how you can remember it.
Yes. Now, continuing.
Yep.
Not sure all these sentences.
Hey, dude, I have a question that I don't think you can answer.
Okay.
But you know how we'd be like, where are you? Oh, I'm in a country. Like, I saw Canada.
Yeah.
Oh, I'm in Canada.
Cannot
So,
I?
but you're not actually inside of something. You're just at the
Oh,
place.
you mean you wouldn't say like
Right, you can't use this.
You wouldn't say
thing,
ane.
like, you can't. Yeah, you can't
No,
say
you don't have to
inside.
say that.
You just say. Well, no,
You just say
at is
a.
weird too.
you just say 에.
Mm.
You say 저는 지금 캐나다에 있어.
Okay.
캐나다에.
I exist
캐나다에
in
있어.
Canada, guys.
Yes.
Continue.
Okay. Back to
All right, it's a subject marker.
You learned that iga can be attached to nouns in sentences to indicate the object a person has. Iga can also be used to indicate the subject of a sentence. Similar to and. What's the difference? Let's see.
So, and then is for the subject.
Mm-hmm. Pause. Oh, wait, are you skipping ahead?
Well, yeah, I'm just reading what's important. For example,
I wrote down what's important.
Well, read this then, not that.
Okay. So basically what I learned, in short, is 은는 usually indicates something being compared with something else. Right.
I feel like I feel like I have a deep
Vague
memory
memory,
back
that's
there,
from
very
talking
faint
to
memory.
me.
Yes.
And then giga is when you're simply stating something without comparing it to something else.
Okay.
Yes.
Oh, so like if you want to say like.
So here's an example sentence for 은는. It says 고양이는 집 뒤에 있다.
Oh.
The cat is behind the house, and in comparison to something that's not behind the house.
Yeah, I was just about to say, looking at the one that says the cat behind
Yeah,
us,
that's what
they mean the same thing, but
Yeah,
it's
in
more
English
like
they mean the same
it's like
word.
context, like
Mhm.
wise, like we're talking, yeah.
So let's give some context for this. Like for example, actually I think it gives you. Well,
it
I don't
probably
know.
does, but
So, like, let's say, I think the example they gave was kind of like, let's say you have a dog and a cat, right? You say, oh, where's the dog? Oh, the dog is inside the house. 강아지는 집 안에 있어.
okay. 집 안에 있어.
집 안에 있어요. 근데 고양이는 집 뒤에 있어. Right.
Right.
But if I was just talking about the cat and forget about the dog, like, then it would just be 고양이가
Yeah.
집 뒤에 있다.
고양이.
고양이. What? Oh,
Because you're kind. 고양이.
Yes. Okay.
So.
Says in some situations there's no difference in meaning or feel. Okay, so sometimes you can use it.
Then is for just stating the subject, right?
Mhm.
No.
No, that's being
Ika
compared.
is just okay. And then is when you're comparing. When comparing, and then Ika is just stating a subject.
Yes. Okay. And let's see.
So that like it's probably I might be thinking too deep, but then I try to like so this just in a different context of like a conversation that like this and then means a different than what we learned at the beginning, like how we use and then when we're talking about a subject.
No. It's
Oh right,
for
but
the
but we can't even use and then because if you're saying isoyo, then you can't use that, right?
No. That's only with the object particles.
Oh,
And then is subject particle.
you're right.
So you
right.
can use iga or unnen in the same sentence. Yes.
I feel that didn't answer my question. I
What
just
was
don't
the
remember.
question?
I don't remember. I low-key don't
What was the
remember.
question?
Well, I was saying, how is this and then different than the one we talked about earlier as a subject particle?
Well, the only thing in the beginning they talked about is that the fact that it was a subject particle.
Okay.
Oh, remember we said subject particle you use when it's the object that is acting.
Right. Okay. No.
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 Yes.
Go back. I want to look at the sentence with the cat. Okay. So the cat, which is the subject. Okay, never mind. I mean, it's still being used
Yeah,
the
the
same
cat
way.
is the thing that's being behind the house.
Yeah. Okay.
The what?
Mm.
Actually, there is no object particle in here.
Yeah, there's no
Because it's
object.
location.
Yeah.
So,
Her.
nothing is being acted on.
Okay.
The cat is existing.
Yeah. Oh yeah, you're
Yes.
right.
Yes.
Meaning it's not doing anything.
It's not doing
it's
anything,
just
it's
there. Just there. Okay.
Yes.
All right. I'm not gonna remember that. Let's go.
Okay. We should clip that part where you just said that. I'm not gonna remember that. Let's go.
That's how it be though.
Okay.
Nah, it'll come back.
We
though.
need to make clips out of the other lives that we did, bro.
We will.
Okay. Okay, now let's go back down. Where are we at?
Wait, before do we want to just like stop after every lesson? Is that how we're gonna keep doing this?
Well, that depends
Or
on
are
how
we gonna
tired
do
you
an
are.
hour? I don't know. I don't want to do too. Well, for me, I don't want to do too much in one night because then I'll like forget everything. Well, because yeah, I like.
So
I
I think. So depending on how long we go, and depending on what we learn that day, I feel like we should do something else afterwards.
I was thinking because if we're doing
an.
we're doing an hour or whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I was like, we're about to be at an hour and
Really?
like 8 minutes ish.
Yeah, the fact that it takes an hour to do one lesson. No, because you know what?
It takes less than an hour though. It actually
does.
takes
It's also
less than
because
an
I'm
hour.
like reading everything.
We're stopping.
And then
We stopped a
talking
lot during this live for
Yeah.
whatever weird reason.
Yeah. I feel like we need to. I feel like
You want to add something
and-
else?
Yeah, I feel like I want to ask something. Like, after we learn the lesson, like what can we do?
Okay, I have no idea, but we'll figure it out. I mean, unless you already had something in mind. Don't know what though.
No, I don't know.
I wish we could like share the screen, because then we could like play like a Korean game or something.
Yeah,
I don't
I
know,
know.
something relevant.
Yeah.
Maybe we'll add that into the next one,
Yeah.
so we can think of something. But let's finish this up first and
Yeah.
and see. But alright. Oh.
It's only 7:30.
Yeah.
I'm just saying. I can go
My
long. I
brain
can go
gets
longer.
my
I know
brain
you.
gets tired.
Yeah.
It's getting close to my bedtime too, so I
That's
actually am
true.
getting tired.
I'm trying to see if it says anything else about an econ that's important. I was trying to see. This is so much text, bro. I was just trying to see if it said that there was any other differences that are going to be learned later. Wait, okay, wait, pause. If you were not willing to increase your goals and applying this and then the medication of other you need to remember that the example sentences given at this real speech is more complex and combination of many clauses and grammatical principles used as subject part of some time and example.
Yeah, I just kind of read that. I thought it had something important, but it kind of didn't.
It was written as one sentence without any background. Blah blah blah. There's nobody tells us.
Basically, I feel like that basically just said like you'll just have to think about what you're talking about and like the context of what you're talking about, and then use like what we learned in that context, because like these are just sentences, right? Because we gave like when you added in the dog, when you said like the cat's behind the house kind of thing, like we gave it context, like, oh, we're having a conversation, hey, where's the dog? And now I'm responding to what you said, but like obviously you'll have to think about what you're saying, right? In situations.
Okay,
It's
so it did say
situational.
this. It said there is more ways to like differentiate too,
Okay.
or there's more functions. I think.
I was like, a lot of it is situational.
Mm-hmm.
That's why conversation is very important, and not just like, not just creating sentences, but like, you know, just talking every day or whatever.
It says, if you listen to anybody speaking, you'll be able to understand what they're trying to say, regardless if you've learned the more complex usages of e, cat, or and. So the difference between them is not that dramatic.
Mm-hmm.
So you'll be fine. As an English speaker, we will be fine.
Yeah.
But and it says, but making a mistake between other particles would cause mistake. For example, instead of would make it incomprehensible. Okay.
Makes sense though.
That's the end of that lesson.
Oh, it actually is the end of the lesson.
Wait, I want to click lesson 3. Lesson 3, we possessive particle. Chota and choada. We, us, and our. We.
Okay. So we talked about a lot, but
Yeah.
not a lot because I have like no notes.
No, yeah, literally.
Like this. The camera's so
put the
far away
light
from
on
me.
it. You gotta put the light on it.
It's the camera's so far away today.
Mm-hmm.
This is what my
close enough.
this is I know, but my light is like.
Yeah.
Anyways, y'all can basically see that. That's what my notes look like today. It's literally not a lot.
This is what mine looks like. Mine is different, actually.
Well, yeah, because I'm
Hold
like
that.
writing. I don't like to write a whole lot.
I didn't write a whole lot either. Just you're not gonna hold it closer.
Well, you just to see how full the page is. This is all
Yeah.
this.
The
stuff
top
from
is
today,
just
right?
vocabulary, and then yeah, the rest of it is from today. I just wrote it on a different day.
But yeah, so we
Taking notes by yourself is probably different than taking notes with another person.
yeah, cause see, I
actually don't usually take that many notes.
when you think about like what's the word like learning style,
Mm-hmm.
cause I definitely have confirmed I'm not a person that learns by listening. So
Yeah.
that's why I kept having to ask you to repeat what you said because I space out when I'm just when I'm just listening.
I'm just reading really.
Oh,
like,
yeah, I know, but that's how a lot of like schools are. It's like a lot of lectures, and that
Mhm.
requires a lot of listening.
Mhm.
And I need more like let's do. That's why I write. That's why I be like to write stuff and stuff like that. But
Yeah.
anyways, just to
what was that thing-
recap.
what was that one thing I needed to write down?
I don't know.
Oh wait, no, I did write it down. The edge. That's what I have.
I didn't even write that. We did talk about that.
Yeah, you can write that.
I suck at writing notes. Wait, so what was that used for?
I just put location adverbs are placed after a noun.
This is a particle, right? A is a
Yes,
particle.
It's a particle.
Location particles.
yes.
I was like, I just need a lot more repetition because repetition is what's gonna help me learn. Not because I understand well for the most part, and I think part of that comes from the fact that we've already what's it called, learned this stuff before.
Mhm.
And
See,
so it's
this
just,
is what I was
this is just
saying.
more of like a half review, but also still learning because I didn't really.
This is what I was saying about that time when I went through like all the Talk to Me in Korean lessons,
Yeah.
just to familiarize myself with everything. Now when certain like grammar point stuff come up, I'm like, oh, I've seen that before, and I'm kind of familiar with it. I might not know it in detail, but like I have a little bit of an understanding beforehand.
Yeah.
So then when I actually go into detail, it's easier for me to figure it out the first time.
Right.
You know. So yeah. So now we gotta figure out what we want to do like after this kind of stuff. Do we want to recap? I guess. Is this ending the live?
Ouch. I think so for today. Tomorrow or next time we
Or do you want to end it and then come back a little later?
I don't know. I feel like if I stop now, I'm not gonna want to come back later.
I could.
I'm not saying I can, but yeah.
Cause I'm trying to get past the basics.
We
stuff,
need,
you
well,
know?
we need to do it in a different way. Like, just like reading over it like this. Like, we can still talk about basic stuff. I mean, cause I don't know. Cause I mean, it's just not in my brain yet. But that just comes from using it more. So I mean, we can always talk about more complicated stuff. Like, we can mix it up if we want.
What's more?
I feel like we're both.
What's more complicated?
Well, I'm saying, like, getting to, like, it might even help, actually, if we try to break down more complicated sentences. Like, on here, like maybe go further along or something to where it's like things are getting a little bit more complicated,
Oh.
and then try to understand it from there, and then like, you know what I'm saying? Like maybe this is too simple, right?
Well, I don't even think this is too simple necessarily.
What do you mean then?
Well, because, you know, I'm like, you know, way ahead of this, right? But I'm still learning stuff from this,
I mean, yeah.
you know? So I think this is good. I just want to, I'm like, you know, way ahead of this, right? But I'm still learning stuff from this,
I mean, yeah.
you know? So I think this is good. I just want to, I'm just thinking like,
Because I'm like, I'm sure we'll see this stuff come up again.
oh, definitely.
So I'm like, I feel like whenever it's easier for me, like, whenever I learn stuff, when it's too easy, I have no questions. Because I don't technically have any questions about what I'm learning because it's familiar, right?
Mhm.
But I'm thinking maybe if we get into more complicated sentences, more complicated things, if we see, I'm like, hey, wait a minute, what does that mean again? Like, you know, and that'll help me be more engaged. Because being engaged also helps me remember more. So I'll be like, oh, I remember yesterday we were fighting over this because we thought this was this.
You know what we should
Know what I
do,
mean?
actually?
What?
I think after every lesson, we should do the vocabulary.
What does that mean?
Because, like, you know how we didn't really memorize any vocabulary from the last one?
Yeah.
We need to memorize vocabulary.
We do.
Or we're gonna have a bunch of grammar. This is where I was stuck in Korean. I had so much grammar, but no vocabulary.
I want
you
to
know?
make like a Quizlet or something. I wish we
Mhm.
could like screen record or something on the live, but
Mhm.
I want to make like a Quizlet or something and just like do that. Cause that actually helped me. It helped me when I was doing
Quizlet?
tests and stuff. Yeah.
I missed when Quizlet
had the Cause Quizlets are easy. It's literally just flashcards.
I missed when Quizlet had the game with the meteors.
It still does.
No, it doesn't.
I'm pretty sure it does.
No, they
Cause
don't.
I have Quizlet.
I have Quizlet also.
Oh wait, no, I think I think about something else.
And you
You're
can
right.
only do it on the computer too.
You're right.
But they don't have that anymore. And it's stupid because that was my game.
But yeah, stuff like that. I mean, that's just us needing to go on our own time.
Or, you know, I think we don't even have to do the vocabulary part on live. I
Yeah.
think we could do it like off of the live, and then for the next time we come back.
Oh, you know what? Yeah. So we kind of think about vocabulary. We practice vocabulary the day before the live,
Mhm.
and then the vocabulary for the next lesson. I mean, if we're gonna
Yeah.
continue to do this lesson about.
Oh, you know what? That would probably help.
Because that'll help
too.
with us being able to.
We could get more of the actual lesson in rather than focusing on the vocabulary.
Yeah.
Because anyone can go and learn vocabulary on their own.
You're.
So.
Okay.
Yeah.
We're getting better every live, so.
Ooh.
Yes.
I'm thinking of a grammar thing
You're
for that
thinking of a grammar.
for that sentence you just said. I don't
What?
remember how you used the grammar.
Wait, what sentence did I say?
You said we're getting better, like we're getting better
Okay.
every live.
Mhm.
But I think this is the wrong grammar point. But it just reminded me of a certain grammar point. Ursurok.
What does that mean?
It's like I can't remember exactly what it means. It means something like it's like. Oh, it's like when you say the more the merrier.
Mm.
It's like
It's
how
kinda
you
like
say
a-
that.
Okay, I know what you mean.
If I want to say the more the merrier. 사람들은 사람들은 wait. It's in there.
Oh
사람들은
my gosh, I see how you could like make somebody think the live is frozen. Because I was looking at myself, listen to you, and I'm like, oh my gosh, I look like I'm frozen. Except I just saw
Yeah.
your lips moving. Anyways.
사람 많이 일수록 좋아요. I think. Let's look it up. Where your phone? Oh, it's over there.
I'm
Let
trying
me
to
translate. 한국어 제발.
Why do I not know what that means?
Girl, it was in one of the previous ones.
제발?
제발.
Please.
Yes. Okay.
아,
did I
제발
사랑.
주세요.
That's
Suseo like please do something, and
Yes.
Chebao just like please.
사람.
Oh my gosh, that's the word.
사람.
Girl, if you don't just speak it.
사람들. Oh. 사람들이 많이 있을수록 좋아요.
Hey! We would show y'all, but we
I remembered
can't.
some. That's like level maybe 4 grammar,
Oof.
3 or 4.
Okay.
I still know some stuff, guys. Anyway, wait, what was the sentence that you said? Actually, you said, "Oh, we said we're getting better." That's a different grammar point.
But for you, whatever you were doing.
Yeah. Oh, actually. I'm actually familiar with that grammar point. I just can't remember exactly how to use it. Anyway, that was cool. I guess that's the end of the live. So thanks for everybody who joined in.
Thanks for the likes, Joe.
Thanks for
And
the
someone
likes,
else
Joe.
also gave us likes, so thank you
There
as
was like
well.
10 other people that gave us likes.
So
So thank you guys.
thank y'all for joining.
Definitely join in next time.
The
We're gonna figure out some other things to do. Also, if you haven't already, if you're already following our TikTok, also if you haven't already, if you're already following our TikTok,
Aw, thank you for the likes.
and then also, guys, definitely follow our Instagram and YouTube because we might be going live on those also.
Yeah.
Like, I don't know, we may do like multiple lives during the day where we go to each platform. But yeah, definitely look at those too because it's gonna be different things on each channel.
True.
But for this channel, for TikTok and Instagram, if we ever do lives on there, we'll post them to YouTube later.
Yeah. So if you ever miss a
miss a
live,
live-
just expect it to be on the YouTube channel at some point.
Yes. Because if you guys are starting like from the beginning of Korean, we're not, but we are at the same time.
We're not that far ahead. The beginning is here. I'm here. Talia's here, and that's
And then there's the rest of it. But if you guys are like beginners learning Korean, definitely you probably want to watch those live because we literally started like way back at the beginning. Like,
Yeah.
First grammar point, first vocabulary, all that. Along
with
the way.
us.
Yay! Chuck. So yeah, that's the end of this live for today. I don't know, may or may not come back later. I may come back later.
Hey,
by myself,
if
but-
y'all feel free to like comment on any of our like previous TikTok posts or whatever. Like if y'all have ideas of what y'all want to see from us and like stuff like that. Because
Actually, we should probably just make a TikTok telling people to do that.
we probably will make a TikTok on that. But I mean, if you've been at our lives or if you like are seeing this and we don't have that video posted yet, then literally just feel free to comment under any of the videos. We'll definitely see it. So
Yes.
that's,
Thank you.
I think that's it.
감사합니다.
고마워요. I think that's it.
안녕.
He's not here. He didn't come to the live today, but it was like duper dapper.
Oh yeah.
We
Duper
told him we were
Dapper.
gonna be back tomorrow.
Wait, no, I think that was like a day ago. We didn't come back the next day.
Yeah, we told him that we were gonna come back and we didn't. So
Oh,
we
because
apologize to Duper Dapper. But that's gonna